Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-April 2019 astrology and tarot reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're a regular here, and if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. I think I'm nearly at 60,000 subscribers at the moment, and I would love to get up to 100,000. You get that little glass thing that's really cool. Okay, Aquarius. So first and foremost, Jupiter went retrograde on the 10th of April. I have a longer post about this on my Instagram if you want to look at that. But what we're going to talk about here is how it affects you on a personal level. In the 11th house, any retrograde can bring up some sort of 11th house person for you. Obviously being the 11th house, it can bring up situations from the past, people from the past. So for you to have it occur in the 11th house, you are an 11th house sign actually. It can bring about old friendships, old connections. You may experience, because it is a social media house, in modern day astrology, you may experience some unusual friend requests or Instagram follows or emails or messages from people that go back a while. And I'm not saying this is an exes thing, because I know a lot of people associate that with tarot. This is more to do with the people that you've connected with in society. So old projects, old clubs, old hobbies, reunions, that type of thing all fall under this bracket. This will be a retrograde season for Jupiter until the 11th of August. So you may evaluate as well in this time how you can feel connected presently to society as a whole. What are you contributing? What is it contributing to you? Issues such as social policy, that kind of thing are all going to be at the forefront of your mind. You're really going to be thinking about politics. Even if you're not wildly interested in it, you're really wondering, what can I get out of this life? What can I get out of this world? With Jupiter in the 11th house for you, you can achieve so much notoriety, fame online. You could be a YouTuber, you could be an Instagram influencer, or whatever it is, making your living online. You could achieve great fame in these areas. It's a wonderful time to be in Aquarius in many ways. And you guys need this humanitarian push. You need to be contributing something to a charity or a cause. You want to help people. It's often so misinformed that the helping label always seems to go in astrology to Pisces or Cancer or the water signs, but nobody gives back like an Aquarius, and most often it's because they don't always say. So enjoy being a humanitarian, enjoy caring about stuff. With the climate as it is politically, we have so much information that it makes people not care. You either become completely engrossed in it or you become completely detached. And you need to care, because this is something that you can achieve a great level of abundance with. You have the power to make these changes. It's a wonderful aspect, especially with this retrograde period, to reevaluate what you want to get out of this cycle, because whenever Jupiter goes direct in August, you will have 4 months to hit the ground running with these new ideas, with these new prospects, with these new visions, and you're going to make such a difference that you will look back on it and think, I mattered at this point. Okay, Aquarius, I know that sounds quite big, but Jupiter expands things. So what you're putting in to the 11th house arena, you will get more from. It's an abundant planet. So these are the things that you really have to work on. It would be interesting to see if anybody is in, political candidates being Aquarians. It'd be interesting to see how they fare. Because it's not actually, it doesn't seem to be that common, Aquarians running anymore. But anyway, in this bracket, society, ecology, politics, tolerance, intolerance, humanitarian causes, how you work in groups and how you relate to others all falls under this bracket. Now, full moon in the 9th house, it's a very wanderlust kind of moon. And my moon's in Aquarius, and I think your moon sign can, chime with the full moon a lot more sometimes than your sun, but this may affect you too. It really draws out this wanderlust and this sense of adventure and wanting to travel and wanting to do new things and being joyous and being excited about stuff, and really thinking about what is out there in the world. You know, your mind is expanding all the time, Aquarius, whether you're sun, moon, or rising, and you're becoming so aware. And there was a point where possibly you wanted to hide away from things, and you were just constantly going through this process of closure. Particularly last year, there was this feeling of closure for you. It's hard when Saturn's in your 12th, and we had those eclipses last year as well. So you have been affected, Aquarius, but there's a lot more beautiful things to come that aren't involving closure all the time. This full moon in the 9th, it may make you want to move house. You may want to change countries, change your residence. Living without limits is the kind of vibe that I get with the second full moon, a blue moon in the 9th. You may have an opportunity to travel that you never get again. Somebody might book you a trip. You know, you might get a travel opportunity to go somewhere for free. Anything can come out of this full moon, or maybe even you get accepted to a university course or a new job or something. It's just going to bring you some kind of opportunity that you might have heard a little bit of rumblings with, or there may have been some talk back in March. But this full moon is a fellow air sign, and it's in harmony with you, really. So Sun and Taurus, again, we're going into fixed season. You're a fixed sign. It's conjunct Uranus on the 22nd. Again, this emphasis on a change of residence. Fourth house energy. So maybe, you know, redecorating your home or making these changes. But before you completely, I don't know, paint your toilet green or whatever it is that Uranus makes you want to do, this zippy feeling where you just suddenly think, I need a trampoline in my living room. I'm going to buy a trampoline and put it in my living room. Before you do that, the conjunction won't last that long, the effects, the intensity, and you might look back at it and think, well, that was a waste of money. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't get a trampoline. I'm just saying you might have a real whimsical idea to buy a new bed that's $4,000 and velvet pink or something crazy to do with your home. You may also decide to suddenly psycho-evaluate your mother and offend her massively, and there could be a conflict because the fourth house is the mother. So just around that time, think about whatever impulses you have and sort of try and sit on them. Because Uranus, while it's a genius planet, it can be very, very erratic and impulsive at times. You know that vibe. It's your ruler. So that being said, Saturn and Pluto retrograding in your 12th house of closure and endings and psychology and stuff, you really might have to, over the next few months, put to bed some unsettling emotions that have popped up from time to time and see why they do. Because, as I said, last year was a lot about closure. And sometimes we see closure as an unhappy thing. But a lot of the time it is simply, you know, meeting somebody new and falling in love is closure. Or starting a new job that reveals a passion you never knew. That's closure, because those are closing off the old way of doing things or the old exes that didn't work. Look at it that way. Look at it as the new beginnings, you know, preparing you. So let's see what we've got for you, Aquarius. I am also going to be using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck by Kim Krans. I absolutely adore this deck. This wasn't sent to me or anything. I know that some people get sent stuff and they get sponsored and they get adverts. Not me. I just really like it. I bought it on Amazon. So anyway, let's see what we've got going for Aquarius. Oh, that was strange. Okay. Aquarius, the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the 9 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups. Okay. What was underneath? Sorry, the 6 of Cups. Okay. I am going to, we'll draw a couple more from the top for the 9 of Cups in a minute. I'm just looking at these. Wow. Lovers in the Challenge. That came up for Capricorn. But it's not to say your lover will leave you or you'll never find a lover. It's nothing like that. it can indicate that there are some old problems bubbling up within a relationship, or it could be, I know what it is. I got it. Okay. So this is fun. Capricorn energy, because of Saturn and Pluto, they're going retrograde in your 12th house. What is more vulnerable than the 12th house? Nudity. Being completely emotionally nude. Exposing your vulnerability, exposing your truth, exposing who you truly are to the other person. That's not coming easy for you. And as we go into Taurus season, again, you are probably feeling a little bit vulnerable. It's a resting period. Whenever your fourth house is illuminated with that type of energy, it's actually a resting period. But that being said, Venus is going from your second house to your third on the 20th. And I love Venus being in the second and going into the third for relationships that are new, because you build such a solid foundation. So if you are dating somebody new, you're actually doing it the right way. I think a lot of you are thinking about better self-care, better self-worth, because that's what this lady has. She's very aware of what she has. She likes what she has. She tends to her own garden, and she just knows that she's a catch. And she just doesn't have to do anything. It's kind of like Snow White when she sings to the birds, and she's this epitome of beauty. And I think Snow White was an Aquarius. It's just my vibe. I mean, she is a humanitarian. She's quite unique. She is very different. And she's kind of got this very, she's traditionally beautiful, but she's also quite striking. And I think that's an Aquarian thing. The real contrast between the colors, she has all that red and then pale blue, that kind of thing. That's very Aquarian to me. Anyway, she just has to be herself, and she's beautiful. And that kind of attracts a lot of jealousy, obviously, from the queen. Now, the thing is, if I use her an example, she's very trusting, right? And you know that after somebody's poisoned her apple, she's probably not going to be eating apples anytime soon. Do you know? And the lovers are kind of here in the Garden of Eden, and the apple was temptation. So I'm linking this here. You're once bitten, twice as shy. And at the minute, you can see a goal, you can see something that you want, something that you like, and you're excited about it, and you're working on your self-worth, and you're saying, well, I'm a catch. Jupiter's in the 11th house. People like me. People are accepting me. People are talking to me. People are listening to me. I have a platform. That's great. Emotionally speaking, when we head into Gemini season, you will be brilliant at love. Mars is in Gemini. That is giving you great attraction, great power, all that stuff. But Mars is also kind of hyperactive in Gemini, and it's pushing all these thoughts into your head, and they're going really quick, and they're gathering momentum, and you're sort of spiraling on certain things. Now, just because that is the case does not mean that it is so. So your vulnerability is actually being suppressed by overthinking. And that can apply in many ways. That can apply in your career too. Because if you're afraid of being vulnerable, chances are you're not going to go after what you want. Chances are you're not going to go after your success. Aquarius, the key is kind of realizing that your most authentic relationships will come from you being vulnerable. And that's not always a position you're comfortable in as an air sign, because you kind of like to talk things through before they get to that point, right? But in a love relationship, somebody is needing you to show the interest, or somebody is needing you to open up and speak your truth. Okay? And I know that sounds scary, and I know that sounds a little bit it's very hard to navigate how to explain the Saturn and Pluto, these two heavy planets retrograding in such a vulnerable sector, right? It's very hard to explain that actually you're learning your most important lessons, because Saturn teaches us lessons from your vulnerability, from your own psychology. You're learning so much about psychology. You're probably showing enhanced interest in personality disorders or mentality and the way the mind works, the way that emotions work. And I know that you love to rationalize that and view it with detachment. But when you are analyzing your partner or your prospective partner and you're doing it with a sense of detachment, where do they come in? Do you know what I mean? A wish is granted in some way or another. You have something, you have a vision, you have an idea of what you want to happen, which is awesome, and it happens. But the one cup is missing. It's the Nine of Cups. It's great. It means something's on the way, but it's missing one thing. But what is it? I love this. So you could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you could be hoping for children. The sun's kind of this epitome of a carefree, joyous relationship. But here's the catch. Again, we have the prospect of nudity. He is vulnerable. He's so vulnerable under a hot, blaring sun. He could get burnt. But does he care? No. No, he doesn't. He's enjoying the ride. He's enjoying the momentum. He's riding it on his horse completely naked and carefree and enjoying the experience and absolutely bathing in the sun and knowing that if he doesn't get burned, he might get a healthy glow. He'll get vitamin D, whatever it is. But he's vulnerable all the same, and he's making the most of it, and he is absorbing it. Okay? Oh, wow. Ace of Cups. The Sun and the Ace of Cups. That is stunning. That's so stunning. The Nine of Cups, the Sun, and the Ace of Cups. Like, what? The Knight of Swords. The King of Cups. So you could be dealing with now let's not forget actually the Six of Cups underneath. You could be reuniting with a lost love. Now I did say actually though, Jupiter retrograde in the 11th house, old friends are coming out of the woodwork too, bear that in mind. But I do think with the Six of Cups you could be reuniting with a long lost lover, or at least hearing from them. It could be a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or it could be the Knight of Swords, a fellow air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You're making plans with somebody for the future. Somebody's looking to the future with you in it. I feel like it's either a Leo or a water sign. Like a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It doesn't really look like you're going out of this month alone, so I think you must open up and be vulnerable, Aquarius. Even if the Lovers is in the challenge, these are really beautiful cards. The Sun and the Ace of Cups, though, that is like soulmate love. That is the epitome of oof. And the Nine of Cups is something you've wished for. So we're going to look at the Animal Spirit deck and see what else comes up for Aquarius. Oh, the eagle. Fly like an eagle. Okay. The eagle, the peacock, oops, the owl, and the dolphin. A lot of bird energy. I love the dolphin. Look how happy he is. And the owl, the eagle, the peacock. Okay, so someone's very attractive off the go with the peacock. Someone's very attractive looking. It's almost like with the Knight of Swords and the eagle, they're so similar. It's like somebody's swooping in to get you. Let me have another investigation because I'm still getting to know these cards. I kind of want to know what the eagle means according to the book. Okay. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. Now that is Saturn and Pluto working together. Truth seeker, Pluto, and transforms karma, Saturn. Okay, so the noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. Ah! Aha! The great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. So you are air. I do think a lot of you are dealing with a Leo because they're fire. The eagle pushes us to be the best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You're stronger than you think, eagle child. That is stunning. That is so crazy that came up with the sun. Makes so much sense. So when you're in balance, you'll know you're feeling good because you'll be bright, you'll be radiant, you'll be challenging. And when out of balance, you'll be trying to control things. But to bring this into balance, step into the unknown. As I said, be vulnerable, Aquarius. This is a lot of air energy. Be vulnerable. Let's talk about the peacock. Inner beauty, compassion. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. Okay, so I think somebody thinks your beauty is unrivaled. Like they think you're just the epitome of attractiveness, or you feel like they're the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. That kind of energy. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within the psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many have reached this advanced level of acceptance of self and others. Wow. So I think you're dealing with a person who loves really authentically and doesn't hold on to past experience. And I think maybe it bothers them that you do. I think they're ready to dive into this with you, Aquarius, and you're maybe like, I've been hurt before or that, whatever. And they're thinking, but I'm here. Why do you care about the past when I'm here? The owl is all about clairvoyancy, mysterious and otherworldly creature. It represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. Again, we have this emphasis on beauty and good fortune. An omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in the spiritual or material form. Well, that's the Nine of Cups. You're getting a wish or a treasure. You'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve you and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasure is infinite. Okay, so this is something that can last. This is something worth experiencing and being excited about. Now, let's talk about the dolphin, because I know nothing about the dolphin so far, so this is a great way to learning with my Aquarian friends. The dolphin. I know that Sagittarius had the wheel, which was pretty cool. Okay. Innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. More blessings. The gifts of the dolphin, more gifts, are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are drawn to the healing arts as they're sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. Now, did I or did I not say that to you earlier about Jupiter in the 11th? You are making an impact in the world. You're helping people, and you do get overlooked as one of the greatest helpers in the zodiac because of the water signs. Okay. Anyway, these creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing on the way. When you're out of balance, you underestimate your own power. When in balance, you're an active healer, strong spiritual practice. So listen, Aquarius, you're the dolphin for sure. You are the dolphin. You help people so much more than you realize. And you're looking at them and you're thinking they're the epitome of beauty. What do they want with me? And they're looking at you thinking, I've never met somebody like this before. Like there's nobody else like this person. You're experiencing a very profound, beautiful relationship, Aquarius. And they are not somebody who dwells in the past. They want to move forward. They're like, oh, forget about yesterday. You've got me now. They don't want to dwell on the past. They want to experience the now and have fun. The sunshine is coming. Embrace the sun. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited for you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next set of reading. Bye, Aquarius.